Hi everyone, welcome back to another Shrimp Shack video. So if you remember, in our last video, we turned this tank from this into this. In today's video, we're going to be getting this planted, but we're also going to be changing some of the equipment up too. So since we built this tank, I realized that I wasn't a massive fan of the light system that's on there. It is quite dim. So the first thing we're going to do is change that out. I'm just going to take this off here now. And the way we do it is we just got to pop this side out. And then this side should just pop out too, like that. So now that's off, let's talk about what we're going to be replacing it with. Any of you guys that have watched my videos before, you know I love these lights. These are what we use on all of the shrimp tanks. These are Nycrew C10 24/7 LEDs. They've got a really cool function where you can have a full 24-hour light cycle on them. Now that that's set up, let's have a quick look at the full brightness of the tank. That is miles better, so that's going to be ideal. Now let me quickly show you the 24/7 demo so you can see the whole cycle this tank will go through. This for me is such a cool feature. Right now it's sped up, but seeing those lights with different intensities and colors throughout certain times in the day, it really does add something more to the scape. And for that middle portion of the day, the lights are super bright. Let's keep it in display mode for now, because that's going to help us see everything that we're doing today. Let's take a look at some of the other things we'll be adding to this tank. So the external filter that we've got is the Awaza Filter Smart Thermi 100. So that's going to allow us to keep our heating element inside the filter, so we won't have anything looking out of place in the tank. We can keep it real minimalist inside, make it all about the plants and the scape, and you're not going to see too many wires and everything coming out of there. We've also got the Colombo CO2 Advanced set, so we can properly make this high tech, get the CO2 in there for all of the plants we've got, get them growing really well, get some of those vibrant colours, denser growth, and then just to make things look that extra bit tidier, we've got stainless steel inlet and outlet pipes, which we'll get on there today as well. Okay, let's get the bracket on there. That looks lovely. The stainless instruments in now, so the inlet and outlet, I think they look pretty smart. Definitely better than the plastic that you get with the standard filter. I think when we get to the end product of this aquascape, we're really going to be glad that we put those in there. Now, one other thing that we got to put in, I'm not a particular fan of the way this looks. However, we've got a new piece for it that's going to be arriving in a few days, so we will get it changed out. But this is for the CO2. I'm just going to pop it there for now whilst we get this all hooked up. Now that we got all of that out of the way, let's get some plants in. Now before we go ahead and get the plants in, I do just want to get some water into the tank to make sure that it's nice to plant into. We've got a small bit of dirt that did come through, but the main thing was just making sure that all of that substrate is nice and wet for us to plant into. So here are some of the plants that we're going to be using. We've also got some nymphoides, there's some more hygrophila, but we'll get them all out and we'll go through each one. These are all of the plants that I'll go through now. So we've got Cryptocoryne bullosa, Cryptocoryne walkeri, Nymphoides Taiwan, Hygrophila guanensis, Hygrophila corymbosa, Hygrophila polysperma, Busphalandra lamandau, Hygrophila lancea chai, Bucephalandra green velvet. I do have some brownie ghosts that I'm going to put in here as well, but we'll grab that later. Hygrophila pinnatifida, Hygrophila rosea australis, and Hygrophila corymbosa Thailand. Now, where I've been storing some of this, it has started to go over from its immersed form to its submerged form. And some of them weren't doing that great in the tank they were in, but I think that's because of a lack of CO2. Let's get the plants in the tank. I'm going to start in this back area here with the polysperma. We've got the most of it and it grows quite big. And what we're going to be doing with the plants is trying to achieve like a gradient of all the different types of Hygrophila. So the tallest types will go at the back. We should have this really nice diverse bush of all different species of Hygrophila. I'm not going to make plugs with this. I know that's what a lot of people would do, is bunch 2 or 3 stems together and plant that way. I'm going to do it this way for now so that we can see the effects of the CO2 on the tank with the plants as they grow. This is my first high-tech setup, so I want to see just how dense these stems can go, and then we can always come back after the first few weeks and we can replant any bits that we trim off the stems back between all of these. So I'd say that's maybe about a third of the polysperma in there already. I'm wondering how much of a change to the colour of this Hygrophila polysperma will get under CO2 also, because it did look like it was starting to go a little bit pink on the top leaves. That'll be interesting to see. And the next part that I think I'm going to plant is this little bit here, which is one of the other Hygrophilas for that. I really like the longer, broader leaves on this type. Pretty cool how it breaks up the smaller, thinner leaves of the polysperma. So that's all the guinensis in. Now we've still got this tiny little area here. We're going to put Hygrophila pinnatifida in there because it only gets to 40 centimeters, so it's slightly smaller. So it'll help us achieve that gradient that we want with the dense forest part at the back of the tank. So let's get some of this in. And this one's got really cool leaves. So all of those Hygrophila that we've put in there so far have got quite different leaves to each other. So it should have quite a nice effect. They almost, at the moment, because they've only got leaves on the end, look like little palm trees. So I think that's that section done. So that leaves us with one more type of Hygrophila just to go in here, which is our Rosea australis, which is another really nice one. It gets a really nice pink on top. I'm going to plug this one a little bit, I think, because it's a thinner plant. If I have pronounced any of the names of any of these plants wrong, I apologise for butchering the name. Let me know in the comments how you actually say it. Last few bits of this to go in now. Okay. So that's all in. So far we've got 3 different species of Hygrophila in there. Now we're going to come back through on the other side. In this corner, we're going to go for the corymbosa, the standard corymbosa, not the corymbosa Thailand, and then we'll probably have the corymbosa Thailand next to it. So a lot of these plants are quite small at the moment, but when this is all grown in, they're going to be quite big, especially with that CO2 that we're going to be supplementing them with. So that's the corymbosa in. So that's that little section down there now planted. So this is Cryptolosa. We're going to get some of this into some of the nooks and crannies now. Next, we've got some crypt or curry. We might not be very lucky. Can we get it in here? Well, I got a feeling that will float back out. We'll see what happens when we fill it. If we got to replant it, we got to replant it. There's a tiny bit of plantable space just there, which I would like to try and get the rest into. I might have to use my hands for this bit. Well, I don't know if I can even get my hands in there. Now we got some nymphoides. I actually think we're running out of space, but we're going to try our best to get some more of these plants in. Maybe a little bit just under here. Okay, so the last plant that's actually being put into the substrate is going to be the Hygrophila lancea chai. So this is a much smaller Hygrophila. I hope that works. Hopefully that stays there. So that's all of the plants going in the substrate in. Hopefully they all stay where they are. There's a couple that I'm wondering if they might shift a little bit. But what we're going to do now is fill the tank a little bit more just to make sure that none of those plants are going to dry out. And then I'm going to start doing the epiphytes. So next we've got some Bucephalandra Lamandau. Some of these have got such funny names. I've got no hope of pronouncing them all properly. If you remember in the last episode, we used Moss's hardscape glue. This time we're going to be using the one for plants. Here's the Buce. I'm going to get some bits of this on there. So we're going to use this Buce to cover up little parts where we bonded the scape together. One more of this one left. Let's get it in this cracked section here. I think that'll look great. I'm happy with that one there. Next up we've got Bucephalandra Green Velvet, and it looks like we got a lot of this one. So that's from one of those in vitro pots. So let's get this all over. I think I'll get just a little bit more of this green velvet on this side, and then we will grab the little bit of brownie ghost we've got and get it right in the center of everything. So I've got two little bits of brownie ghost here, and I'm going to pop them on the base of there just to see how they get on. So we got the tank filled up, we've turned on the filtration, and let's just turn the CO2 on as well. Leave that running with the lights for a bit. So one of the last things for us to do is get our chemicals in there. So we've got Optimus and Satis by NT Labs. Making sure that I put the right amount in. These products are really good. I've been using them for quite a little while now, and they haven't done me wrong so far. All that's left for this tank now is to cycle. I think this has gone great. I can't wait to get the fish in there either. The two species of fish that I've planned for this tank I think are going to look amazing in this scape. I'm really happy with how all the planting has gone. I know it doesn't look spectacular right now, but a planted tank is always a process. Right now, all of these plants are still quite small, and they're going to be adjusting to their submerged form from their immersed form. But as that CO2 works its magic and all the fertilizers we'll be adding do their thing, this tank is going to go wild. It's going to be like a jungle. All that hygrophila is going to be all the way up here. We can give it a trim, replant the parts that we trim off, and they should grow their own new plants from that as well. And everything's just going to get way more dense. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys did too. So all that's left for us to do now is add the fish. And we got some really cool fish planned for this scape. Unfortunately, that won't be in this episode. So don't forget to subscribe and join us next time, where we're going to add these mystery fish into that tank.